Peace fam, it's the Pressure Cooker and I'm back with another video. This is going to be a commentary video. I really wanted to go live, but today I'm actually booked and busy, so it's going to be a video. So first I want to put out a couple disclaimers. I know that the individual in question, who this video is about, they're going to get mad. It doesn't matter what I say, they're going to get mad because for some reason they can comment on everything, but when other people comment on the stuff that they bring to YouTube, it's a problem. So I wanted to say that. But I'm going to be fair and honest like I usually am. But honest is the key word, okay? So the first thing I want to say is I'm not a hating ass person. So when I see people, enter into a happy situation, even if it's from the sidelines, I'm a cheer for you. Even if we don't get along or whatever, but like, oh, that's cool. That's good for them. I like that for them, okay? When you're generally happy. And so when I saw that 7 Stars was dating this guy, I'm like, oh, cool. They seem really happy. But immediately I did think, girl, why are you putting this shit online? Like, you've been through this before. Isn't it a little too early to be putting this online? And so one of the things I want to say is I think we just run to social media too much. Like, I'm the opposite. My family, especially my husband's family, they be getting mad because they're like, oh, you don't even post stuff, on your Instagram and all this stuff. And even when I was pregnant there's not a lot of pictures up there, and that's for a reason. Okay. It's people put too much stuff online. There's nothing wrong with sharing, but you just never know. And especially in the case of YouTube, where there's like different sectors of people who target you and can't wait till something bad happens or they're plotting on your downfall. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be posting stuff until at least 3 months. That's just me. And even then it's shaky, but 3 months is like decent, 3 to 6 months. But if you just got in a relationship and it's been a couple weeks and you out here like, oh yeah, this is my man and da-da-da, you're going to have a lot of explaining to do when shit goes south. Not that you have to, but that's how you set it up because you've brought it to YouTube, aka social media. So that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing was, I think we're walking a dangerous path when we try to rub things in people's faces. So we know that the Chicago lady, she made an announcement. I still don't think it's real. She was like, oh my gosh, I found a boyfriend and stuff. And it was just like, well, damn, you can't let this girl have her time and be happy. That was how I felt about it. But then 7 came back and she was saying all this stuff and, my man this, my man that. And see, that's why we really gotta be careful, and you gotta be humble because you just never know. There are things out of our control and you never know when it's going to blow up in your face. Okay. So then let's get into some more meat and potatoes of the thing. So things went south with 7 and this guy. And 7 has been losing her goddamn mind. And this is not the first time this has happened, okay? Because I remember, her arch nemesis did an interview with her other ex, and she was really mad because people covered that. This is not the first time it happened. You had an opportunity to redeem yourself. First of all, you didn't even have to come and announce it to anybody. I would have just played it real cool. Like, it wasn't even that long. I would have just played it real cool. People are going to ask you about it, and you could just give a very basic answer or just blow it off. If it's not somebody you're cool with, you don't owe anybody any explanation. And so I don't understand why you couldn't just leave it alone, but then you brought it all to YouTube. And personally, I think it made you look like a horrible person, because not only were you doxing this man and harassing and terrorizing his family, you were talking about his children. What kind of decent man, okay, let's say things were to blow over and they weren't as bad, as they were. What kind of decent man is going to want to be with a woman who's out here dragging his kids, and then talking about autism? I've said this before. When you fire one shot, you have to understand that it's going to hit other people, even people that you might be subscribed to. See, because I listened to Reed's commentary. Reed did some very good commentary on this. Probably the best I've heard so far about the situation. She was very honest. Okay, grab a notebook. Okay. She was very honest about a lot of things that I think you should pay attention to. And one of the things that struck me was, well, Reed also, I believe, has a child who has autism. And she's just one of many. When you're out here saying really messed up shit like that about people's kids, about anybody's kids, first of all, who does that? who does that? You're mad, and this is where you go to. That means you should never dated this man, because it doesn't seem like it's a secret that he had kids. You knew this, so it's just dumb. And I really think you played yourself when you were in Nessa's chat days ago, before this all boiled over to the level it is now. People were in Nessa's chat, including myself, telling you, just take the video down. We're not cool, but take the video down. But no, what you did was you quadrupled down, and every day you're posting lives. You're looking crazy. We haven't seen a video from this man. We have not seen or heard not one video from this man, and now you're catching up with other content creators. It's never that deep. Like, it's never that deep. You're looking crazy out here. Okay, doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter how much money you're throwing around and saying. If you're not emotionally stable and you're out here calling people's family, that makes you look like a psycho stalker, not him. He sounds like he has some dusty tendencies based on the things that you've disclosed. However, the person that's in the hot seat is you, because you're behaving like this. And I heard somebody say it. I don't know if it was Food Junkie. The money that you've been talking about spending could be well spent getting, some therapy. And that is no shade. That's literally no shade. I don't know why people are so embarrassed or uptight when people recommend therapy. Therapy will do you some good. Okay, therapy will do you some good. It changed my life. A lot of y'all be coming on here making YouTube your diary. It's never going to end well, because the pages talk back, okay? The pages talk back. The pages send the pages to other pages. And you're just giving a whole bunch of fodder for your enemies. Like, you're putting about a lot of stuff out there for people to use against you. And I just don't understand why you can't take your foot off the gas. Why? And the other thing I want to say is, I believe this is part of the reason why you don't have lasting relationships with content creators. Because one minute you're happy, you're cool, and the next minute, like, this behavior is a parallel process to me. The next minute you're saying horrible things, doing horrible things, doxing people, coming for the jugular, like just mean, hateful stuff. That is a problem. That's something that you need to address, because it's going to forever ruin your relationships, not just the romantic ones. Oh, I forgot one more thing. So I saw a very tail end of, or a snippet of one of your lives the other day. And in the live, Toya, I think it's Toya Alta, she had came up to address you and to say some things. Now, first, I've seen Toya over there. When I used to watch you a lot, Toya was always in your chat. She was always supporting you. And you made a comment. Toya dropped some nuggets of truth. And, in true fashion, what people do on here is they'll attack the people that actually support you. And the people that's disrespecting them, mum's the word. You were saying that, you were trying to say, like, oh, people who are intelligent and stuff like that, they just watch the messy stuff. They don't be dropping down when you're talking about positive stuff. That's not true. When I used to watch you a lot, Toya was over there in all of your things, including the health videos, including the beef you had with the landlord situation. So this is what I'm saying. You keep burning bridges, and you keep messing up the few allies that you have. Take a mirror and look at yourself. And I really, really say this not to be hateful, but it's just like, that's a prime example of you're attacking this woman and her character for what? Because she was honest with you? She didn't even disrespect you. She had a lot of positive things to say, and then you said she didn't support you, which is not true. And that's all I got to say. That's it, and that's all. I told y'all 2023, I'm going to give y'all the real commentary, okay? I'm not trying to get into no beefs with nobody. In fact, if you respond in an aggressive manner, I won't be responding to you. This is par for the course. You brought it to YouTube. I'm going to comment about it. The end. Good day and goodbye. Have a nice day, y'all.